Section 8.4.1, rippling and stroking, formerly known as plucking. So rippling and stroking, formerly known as plucking. Why formerly? Well, because I found that the concept of stroking and rippling tend to induce more musical results from the instrument than approaching it with a plucking mentality. Because the words you choose have a direct impact on the way your body functions. The words create concepts in your mind directs the body. Now, plucking tends to be a more active type of action, which for many styles of music is exactly what you want at certain times. But most of the time you won't be getting sounds like that. But on the guitar you want a whole variety of colours. And the stroking concept gets you into a more sensitive mode of approaching that string. So that's the meaning behind that title. Think stroking rather than plucking, and you'll find more colours and ways to actually get sounds out of that string. Now, next I say that if you move one finger, all the fingers move. And that's what we're going to look at next in a close-up. The connections of the fingers, how they move across the hand, and then we'll skip across to section 8.5.2, where we'll get a musical effect out of the guitar with this very simple movement in the hand. So the rippling movement in the hand starts with one finger. In this case we'll start with the little finger, and we'll move it in towards the palm of the hand. You notice as soon as I start moving it, the next finger comes along. They're all connected. And let's use that to our advantage when playing the instrument. So here we go. Fourth finger comes in, third finger, the next finger, second, the first, they all end up in a fist. Reverse the process, little finger out first, gets to a certain point and the third finger wants to come along, let it go. Third finger, pretty quickly the second finger comes along and the first finger. So let's do that whole sequence in one movement. In and out. In and out. Now some people pick this up straight away, others might take hours or minutes or a day or a week to get it. Doesn't matter. Once you have it, you've got it for life. Now, what we're going to do next, of course, is apply these same movements to getting music out of the guitar. Let's go to section 8.5.2, the Rasgueado technique. Now, all it is, in essence, is using this rippling movement, which you'll be practicing, and doing that movement on the strings, near enough to the strings to get a sound. So let's see, I'll ripple and stroke. Oh yeah, sure enough, as soon as you contact the strings, you get a sequence of sounds. If you're playing a chord with them, it'll sound quite nice. So that's rippling from the fist to the open position, with the little finger leading, letting the nails contact the strings as you do it. And you get a nice Rasgueado. And what I'm showing here is that if you loop that opening ripple, you can get a continuous sound. And once again I'll play a G chord and I'll keep this rippling movement going. So what it means is, as the first finger finishes its outward movement. The little finger has gone back in and started the whole thing again. I'll show you first. Now, in actual music, you don't often use the fingers only to get that sort of effect. You usually put the thumb in to share the workload, so it'll sound something like this. It's almost indistinguishable from the other version, and it's a lot less work. But you've got to take it a step at a time, and the first thing you need to do is get used to this continuous out, in, out, in, out, in. And of course you can practice this away from the guitar. You see the wave effect you get across the... Now, notice when I'm practicing this in the beginning, I don't jump straight in and try to do a 5-minute continuous Rasgueado. That's a sure recipe for straining your hands and probably injuring yourself, and certainly feeling rather sick and tired of the whole process pretty quickly. So you take a break, as long as you need, to get your fingers back into position for the next movement. When you're really comfortable with that, do 2 in a row. Take a rest. Then you might do 4 in a row. It's really important to have the rest after the sequence of movements. Relax and consciously relax. Your mind tells the fingers, let go, go back to our resting state, which we've explored in earlier sections of the book. Rest. Rest. Well, let's wind back to 1 movement, which is all you probably managed for the first period of time. Rest. 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 Now, another point about this, of course, is it's easier to get it sounding smooth at a fast speed than it is at a slow speed. Which, hey, that's alright, because if you do it at a slow speed in music, it becomes a different thing anyway. You might as well play it with your thumb, or an easier method of doing it. This Rasgueado is really meant to produce fast sequences of sounds. So you don't really need to be able to do it very slowly. If you're going to do it really, you might as well sound much better at a slow speed with your thumb. So medium to fast tempos. Rest, 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 rest. So as I say, section 8.52, this is about energising your strums with this Rasgueado movement. This is a strum with the thumb, a gravity strum as I call it. So I hope that's been helpful to you. And remember, think stroking.